Good morning and good afternoon, depending on part of the globe you guys are in. All right. Now, manifestation or manifesting your desires, it's not about needing, it's not about working hard, it's not about pushing. Manifestation is nothing like that. So when you're manifesting something, all you're doing is you're unveiling the dark to the light. We're pulling a curtain from what is already there for us. That's the identity you have to have when it comes to manifesting. I must repeat this again. You don't work hard to manifest. You don't chase to manifest. Okay? You don't need things to manifest. We set up a system, a vibration, to allow what's already there, hidden from our current senses, to be revealed to us. Now, for you to manifest and get what you want, one thing you must apply. And this is in your higher self, or the God particle part of you. And the thing you must apply and understand is, when you're imagining something, you never imagine something in the future. You imagine something as if it's supposed to occur now. When you manifest something, you don't hope for it to come in. You don't believe it will come in. You know for certainty that it must come in. You allow the universe to bend into your favor. That's what we are. We are the gods of the particle. We manipulate and control particles. Particles are what gives every single thing you see in reality their physical presence or their physical dimension, the way they look. It's all in the particles. The particles are the invisible building blocks that we can't see with our naked eyes. They are the electrons, the protons, the neutrons, the leptons, the Higgs bosons. That's what we are. We control those things because we are them expressing ourselves. So since we can wield particles to manifest what we want, we don't have to force and work hard. Forcing and working hard is an illusion created by our ego. Our ego gives us the perception that what we desire, or whatever it is that we want, is way over there. It's also not available to us here. The next part about it is, when you are operating in your God state, particle state, you don't look for proof. You don't need a proof. You don't need evidence of it. All you do is you know that whatever it is you are desiring, it must come into your experience. This activates that state of infinite flowness. That's really what it comes down to. So we tend to forget what we are. That's why we don't manifest what we want. When we remember and realize what we are, we manifest effortlessly. Notice I never used the word who we are. I said what we are. So we are beyond humans. We're not who's. As I said many times, we are what's. So how do I get into this God particle flow state, Mark, to get what I want? You can only achieve that state, guys, through two primary ways. Well, three primary ways: imagination, feeling, and words, spoken words. Three things activate our God particle state to manifest. Imagination, what we see we see it now. We don't see it in the future. What we speak it now. We don't speak into the future. We don't say, when I get this, if it happens, one day it must come in. We speak and we move as, I expect this, already done, already occurred, I remember when. The next thing are feelings. It's not a whole bunch of feelings we need to put out. You just need one feeling. The one feeling you guys must have is a feeling that you'll have it. You ever want a shirt, a shoes, a bag or something, and then when you get your shirt, your shoes, and your bag, when you have it in your hands and you see it, what do you feel? Before you have your shoes, your shirt, and your bag, you were in a state of, anticipation, like you were thinking, oh, man, I need this. But when you actually have it, is a totally different feeling. The feeling of wanting it and the feeling of having it when you get it is two totally different feelings. The feeling of wanting it is the feeling of lack. The feeling when you have it, that's the correct feeling. So we have to get into that state of we already have it. So think about something you wanted before, and when you finally get it, how did it make you feel? That's the feeling that activates the God state. So what I do, I project in my imagination what it is that I desire, and I see it as it's happening now. A matter of fact, I take it to the next level. When I'm visualizing something, I don't visualize the thing like I already have it. That's old news. I visualize it like I'm remembering when I had it. Did you catch that one? I don't imagine having what I want. I imagine remember already having what I want. Anybody got that? I had to do a moment of silence because a lot of people won't get that. So I approach it as a memory state for me. I find that very, very powerful. So whenever I'm imagining something, someone says, I didn't get it. It's just like a replay. I remember I told you guys, yes, Monica, you got it, Monica McDonald's. We are in a replay universe. If you keep that as a perception, you'll change the whole game. Everything has already occurred. I've already gotten whatever it is I want. My mind is being fooled to think I don't have what I want, that what I want is over there. It's an illusion. The fact is, creation has already completed. It's a done deal. There's nothing with a beginning or an end. Everything is just jumbled up all at once. So when I am approaching something I'm visualizing, I visualize it from a perspective as if I'm remembering it. I'm not visualizing it as I'm experiencing it. I move beyond that present moment and I move into a point where the present has already occurred. Imagine how powerful that is. It's like I'm telling my subconscious mind, I'm doubling down on my subconscious mind. Not only I have this, but this is old news. I'm just remembering when I had it. That expedites the process to work for me. Yes, I love this. Trap says, when in doubt, say, this is when the chosen ones remembers. Thank you for that, Swan. So it really comes down to, we don't have a problem with manifesting, right? We have a problem with remembering what we are. That's what it comes down to. And you must remember this, that if you're looking for something, right, you're in the absence of it not being there. I learned to stop looking a long time ago. I used to look for my manifestation. I have to look for when I'm gonna win. I'm looking. And the more I looked, it wasn't coming. So I had to, and the reason why it doesn't come, because I had forgotten what I am. I'm not separate from it. I'm not separated from any of these things, man. They're already me. So I'm looking, I'm affirming that it's not there. So I stopped looking and I just started to know and expect it without any doubt. That's how I roll. I just roll and think like, you know, this have to happen. You know, the universe have to bend in your favor. That's the mentality. It's not, maybe I get this. No. I mean, I go somewhere beyond the normal range of thinking, man. I go into this, I don't know if people want to call it cocky, arrogant state when I'm manifesting, but that's how it works. That's what I have to do. Because if I don't go into that state, I'm going to be limited. Because my ego is a part of my journey. So my ego wants me to be limited. I have to go into being very cocky when I'm manifesting something. You have to do that because that's what you are. Your mind will make you feel guilty or make you feel down or bad about demanding it's yours. Your mind will say, you have the nerve. What? Look, you have some nerve to think that you're this good that you're supposed to get all this stuff without da. Who the heck you think you are? You're just limited da. You can't even do that. Look where you live. Look where you work. Look what your mind do all of that. But I remember one thing though. I remembered. Mark, you're not the mind. Mark, you're the particle. Without you, none of the mind. Without me, the mind can't even exist. I just remembered. I'm the reason you're here. Without my observation, without my awareness, nothing collapses to become my experience. When I remember that, I'm like, dang. I go back to being very cocky with the universe. I'm like, hey, universe, I'm no longer asking you. I'm telling you, you better make this come true. I demand it. I expect it. I know it. You better start bending reality into my favor. And it works. Crazy fast. Crazy accurate. It's so mind-boggling. For a minute, it works so good, you get confused. And you get confused because it's not supposed to work. But yet, it's working. You get confused because all of what you've been taught your whole life about how you're supposed to operate and how your mind's supposed to work. You get confused because you realize you've been lied to. You've been bamboozled. Like, damn, this is how it's supposed to go? I was trained the opposite. I was trained to not be so cocky when I manifest. I was trained not to demand what I wanted. I was trained that what I want, I have to deserve it for some reason. I was trained with everything I ever wanted or desired, I must be qualified to get it in some way. That's how I was trained. I'm sure that's how everybody's trained. You can't, what makes you think you should deserve all that abundance? What qualifies you for that abundance? What have you done for me lately to get this abundance? You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to work hard for this abundance. You don't have to push for this abundance. But that's what I believed. And that's what I was manifesting. I was manifesting my belief. And I was getting exactly what I was manifesting. Working hard. Not good enough. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. When it's always going good, something comes in and says it's going too good, throw some bad in it. I can't be doing good all the time. I got to get some bad in it. All of that kept coming in. And then it dawned on me, because Monica McDowell's, you've been trained very well, Monica. You've learned the lesson and your training is excellent in manifesting because you said it. Monica just says it. Just our existence is the proof that we're worthy and deserving. I must remind you people, you high chosen ones, I must remind you something very critical, very important. None of this can exist without you playing a part in the existence. None of this can come online if you're not aware of it being online. You are the generator, the power source. When you open your eyes in the morning, boom. As soon as you open your eyes in the morning, you're online. Existence falls into your world. When you open your eyes in the morning, you look around, your ego comes into the filter. Your bedroom comes in, everything comes, space and time comes in. The world comes into your filter. You think when you get up in the morning and you open your eyes, these things are already there. They are not there. They're only there when you become aware. See, people don't understand this. People think when they open their doors and they go out into the world and they're looking around, this stuff was already there. My friends, that stuff exists as a probability of existence. It's a superposition state. It exists in a freeze frame. It's like a pause button. Only when I open my eyes and I'm aware, it collapses and it starts playing out. It exists as movements of all possibilities. The minute I open my eyes, I collapse that, it becomes the world I live in. That's what people fail to understand. So this is why you must demand that the universe materialize things into your favor. You know why? Do you know why you must demand? And you know why you must expect it with certainty and no doubt it must come in? Do you know why? Anyone know why? I mean, I explained a lot to you why. But you want to know the real reason why? Someone said, well, Mark, it's the existence and that. That's true. But you want to know the real reason why? All this stuff must come in? Go ahead, comment below. Let's see how high are you on the consciousness level. So, okay, we got, Drug says because we already have it. Why? Because we're experiencing it, because we exist. It's in us, yes. But here's the real reason why, people. We are the universe experiencing itself inverse. We experience the universe inside of us. We are the thing that we want or desire. We are it. We are it. I am the universe. So, okay, I'll give an example. Look at see my hands. My hands are attached to my body. Okay? I want to get to touch this finger over here. Okay? But I don't realize that this finger is a part of me already. I'm visualizing having this finger. And I have no awareness that this finger is already attached to me. But my senses can't see this finger. So here I am now saying, man, I deserve to have this finger. What do I do to get this finger? Look, people, this finger is already attached. Look, it's already a part of me, right? I'm the universe now. But for some reason, I got duped to think my finger was separated from me through programming, through the matrix. It says I have to be qualified to get this finger. Look, this finger is waving at me, ready for me to right? So I'm over here now like, oh, man, do I deserve this finger? Man, okay, I gotta manifest. Let me see, visualize myself with a finger, moving my finger. And look, I'm visualizing moving my finger, right? My finger's moving. I'm not even aware my finger's moving because I've been brainwashed. So I'm like, damn, how nice would it be to have my fingers, man? Look at this. People, look at me, look. My fingers is connected to my arms. Here I am, this is my talking. It's part of me already. I don't even realize that. One day, I learned, I was like, oh snap. Come here, finger, come here. You're already mine. Look, I'm pulling you. What you gonna do about it? I just pinch your fingers. What you gonna do about it, fingers? What's my finger gonna do? Not a damn thing. It's just there waiting for me. Mark, whatever you want to do, do it. I'm already yours. Oh, good. Thank you. Let me see it. Bend you. Okay. Oh, I got 4 more of you guys. Wow. Okay, what else can I do? Oh my goodness, I can go pick stuff up with you? Damn. Look at that. You were a part of me all along. Here I am thinking you were somewhere else. Do you see that analogy, but people? That's the game that's being played on all of us. It's like you have the fingers already. You are someone, somewhere, matrix, higher up, elites, whatever you want to call them. They brainwash you to believe that the finger and the arm is not a part of you. That you have to go buy a finger. You have to get lucky to get the finger. Does that simple analogy now awaken you up to see what's going on? So, for everything I ever desire, I want, I already have. Do I have to talk to my fingers to tell it to move? Watch this. I didn't say anything to my finger. Hey, finger, move. I didn't do any of that. I just looked at it. It moved. Hey, finger, move. I didn't do any of that. I just looked at it. It moved. Do I have to beg my fingers to pick up something? Do I have to... What if my fingers is tired today, my hands are tired? Can you pick... Do I have to do any of that? There's an automatic system that moves faster and tell my finger what to do. I just look, I'm just saying, all right, water, boom. So fast. That's how it works with the universe. Whatever I want, it's there. All I have to do is summon it up. I summon it up with having intense knowing, intense expectation. I tell the universe to bend in my favor, and the universe must do it. It cannot do it because it's attached to me. Here I am. I can do anything I want now. Look at this. There's nothing I don't there's nobody's telling me, hey man, you don't deserve to move your fingers. Hey, who told you you're qualified to pick stuff up with your fingers? Did you deserve that, man? My fingers, is my fingers looking back at me and telling me, Mark, you don't deserve to move? My fingers is like a puppet. It's doing whatever I tell it to do. My desires are like puppets. They'll do whatever I tell it to do. The only way thing now, there's one thing that make this happen. I automatically know that my body and my fingers are attached. So it's already a part of me. That's what makes my fingers move. If I didn't know my body and my fingers are attached, it'll be hard to make my fingers move because I didn't believe it. Now that I know my fingers and my body is a part of me, it's a done deal. So now that I know that the universe is me, it's a done deal. Voila. And then, look at this. I have another finger, another arm. I got infinity. You you guys are understanding how the game works now? That you don't have to deserve something because of a qualification. You just have to deserve something because you say you deserve it. You don't have to want something because there's a reason to want it. You just want it because you want it or you desire it. That's how, and when you do that, and then you see it as if it's already done, and you don't see it in the future, and you don't see it separate from you. You see that it's already connected to you. Now your unconscious mind works very, very hard because now it knows you're the boss and it does not want to disappoint the boss, so it always makes sure everything comes in for the boss. That's your subconscious. Your subconscious mind works for you. You don't work for it. It is a generated part of you. You designed it to work for you. So when you tell it to do something, it brings it in 100% of the time. It works so perfectly. Let me just give you an example. It makes you get what you don't want more than what you do want. That's how perfect your subconscious mind works. Because you designed it to work that way. You said, hey man, when I'm going to create this avatar here, I'm going to come to this planet, I'm going to make a subconscious mind. It's going to be very infinite. And I'm going to set it up so that it won't accept the ego, because I know I'm going to make an ego to help me navigate the world. So I'm going to put in a fail-safe system to the subconscious that it only is illogical and it must get exactly whatever it is I get. So this is why your subconscious manifests what you don't want when you think about what you don't want. This is why it doesn't have a protective mechanism to warn you and say, hey, Mark, you're manifesting what you don't want, my friend. Because I made it so that it takes everything instantly. I designed it that way. So, since I designed it that way, I don't need any validation then. It's designed that way. So all I came here to do is to have experience whatever it is I want. Yes, our only protective mechanism is actually our ego. Our ego protects us from our true desires. Imagine that, people. Who wants to be, raise your hand if you want to be protected from living your life in your dreams. Raise your hand. Who wants to be protected from that? Anybody? No, I'm sure. Are you going to raise your hand? Nobody wants to be. Who wants to be protected from having an abundant life, enough money, health, success, all that? Anybody wants to be protected from that? I don't know. Anybody wants to be protected from that. Yet, that's what our mind is doing to us. Our mind thinks that our desires and what we want is not good for us. We don't deserve it. So it wants to protect us. That's a protection I don't want to sign up for. When I came here, I had to read the fine print. I said, okay, I'm also going to protect you from having abundance. I'm like, nope, I'm not signing that, man. Most people signed it though. See, I always read the fine prints. Contracts and stuff, that's why they put them in small words. They trick you. Once you sign it, you're done. So I'm like, whoa, let me read this. Wait a minute. So you're telling me that, yeah, you're going to protect me from fear, danger, and worry. But wait a minute. The contract also says you're going to protect me from the good stuff I want. Nah, sorry. I can't sign this contract. I'm opting out of this one. I rip it up. But only a few people know this, like you guys. The majority of people around your life, 90% of people, they sign a contract. So that's why their mind is protecting them from their desires. They unknowingly signed a contract. The mind shows them the main points. The mind says, I'm going to protect you from danger. I'm going to protect you from bad stuff. You know, I'm going to protect you while you're navigating the matrix. I'm going to help you to find a place. I'm going to help you to see things good for you. Okay, oh, hey, that's good. Yeah, I'll sign up for that. Oh, God, please sign right here. Hey, what about all these other stuff? The mind says, don't worry about those. Those are technical stuff. These are the main stuff. And then you go sign. Okay, good. I'm going to be protected. My ego is going to help me. I'm good to go. Bam. Now you just signed up for a life of mediocrity. Now you just signed up to be limited. See? Gotta always read those fine prints. The Matrix is really good at fine prints. They can sign, you don't sign those things, man. So I don't sign them. I just realize, like, okay, I see the game, but I'm not gonna sign it because I know what's up. And that's what you guys should know about this stuff. All right? And that is today's lesson. Happy manifesting, and see you again next